Ever wonder why that $100 concert ticket actually cost you $140? Or why that $200 hotel stay is suddenly $300 at checkout? Ever ask yourself, why is this free trial costing me money? Why did my bank balance drop when I didn't buy anything? And why is my no-interest credit card charging me interest? Why does everything feel like a scam? Why? Because they all know that none of us are actually paying attention. Hey everyone, this is AJ, your ace in the hole, and welcome to the channel where we simplify personal finance and provide tips for anyone looking for some helpful insight. And sometimes we pull back the curtain and look deep into the fine print to reveal some sneaky tricks where you, me, and everyone else are getting duped. And if this sounds interesting, please take a quick second to click the like and subscribe button to keep up with all my other content, just like this. In this video, we're confronting the topic of hidden fees, often called junk fees, that according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is costing Americans tens of billions annually. Consumer Reports estimating about $3,200 per household, and in many cases, we don't even know it. Companies have become very creative, and that's putting it nicely, at getting their hands on your hard-earned money through very sneaky and, as some might say, downright evil tactics to do so, taking full advantage of the fact that they know that no one ever reads the fine print. Now with that, this topic is starting to get some attention thanks to a recent Federal Trade Commission rule targeting a few industries, which I linked the FAQ below. But the practice has been so lucrative for companies, it's still rampant across industries, many of which we all utilize every day. But today we're looking at 6 hidden or sketchy examples that may be costing you either unknowingly or unnecessarily, and some tips to help navigate around them. Then I'll throw in a few bonuses, some of the real sneaky ones, one that caught me completely off guard. So let's pull back the curtain and be sure to pull out that magnifying glass. Let's start things off with hidden bank fees. Now, most already know about overdraft fees, which are incurred when you make a purchase yet don't have enough money in your account to cover it. You are aware of overdraft fees, right? Anyhow, this is about another bank fee, usually hidden deep within the fine print, which is monthly maintenance fees. These are deducted from your account automatically, but can usually be avoided if you maintain a certain minimum balance or based on other criteria your bank has so graciously hidden in their terms. These can range from $5 to $25 every month, which means you could unknowingly lose up to $300 per year. A tip for this is to thoroughly review a bank's terms and assess if you can meet the requirements. If not, consider a fee-free bank, which is becoming more common. But either way, read the fine print so you at least know how to avoid these fees. Next, and arguably the grandfather of the superfluous fee structure, and an area that recently started receiving some regulatory attention, is concert or live event ticket fees. These fees are part of the controversial ticket pricing model used by major ticket platforms. I refer to these as gotcha fees. You basically go through the entire process of selecting your seats only to check out and realize the total price is significantly higher, over 20% in some cases. One tip here is to do a mock checkout, and just before purchasing the tickets, view the final total cost. And if it's too high, go back and choose options that better fit your budget. Another tip, depending on the venue, is to purchase tickets directly from the local box office, skipping the ticket platforms and those costly fees altogether. And in some cases, even the base ticket price can be less. Moving along is one of the new tricks on the block that is slowly becoming all the rage, which are buy now, pay later plans. These plans sound harmless, splitting your purchase into 4 easy payments, among other options, with 0% interest. But as always, the devil's in the details. Miss a payment and the late fees kick in, and the financing quietly shifts from 0% to credit-style loans with blistering interest rates. In fact, a recent study from LendingTree reported that nearly half of buy now, pay later users pay late, which proves these are being marketed to the very types of individuals that struggle with payment discipline. The best way to navigate this is to set a payment reminder or only make purchases using buy now, pay later if you already have the full amount in your bank account. And in that case, just pay up front and avoid the complexity entirely. In hindsight, these plans should be named buy now, pay more later. Sticking with the pay later theme are those attractive credit card introductory periods that boast offers such as 0% interest for 18 months, commonly used to entice a single large purchase, such as new furniture, or to transfer other card balances to avoid paying interest, a common trick for those trying to game the system. The catch is these promotions are typically interest deferred and not true 0%. Again, the fine print. Meaning if you still have even $1 left when the promotion period ends, you're charged interest all the way back to the original purchase date. This can be quite dramatic depending on the amount and the rate, ranging from a few $100s into the thousands. Now, these can be used effectively to avoid interest, but require relentless discipline to pay off in time. One tip is to divide the total purchase price by the promotional months minus 3 and make that your monthly payment. This will ensure you pay off the balance safely ahead of the promotional period end date. Trial subscriptions are one of the sneakiest traps, and they are effective for good reason. People forget. These are used for streaming platforms, delivery services, mobile apps, and cloud storage, just to name a few. Trial subscriptions are enticing, but charges start as soon as the period expires, and most forget. In fact, a CNET survey reported that 48% of those that sign up for a free trial forget to cancel it. And prices usually increase over time, which makes this even worse. A tip for this is to set a calendar alert a few days prior to the end date, or better yet, immediately cancel the subscription, as most trials remain active until the end date regardless. And I'm sorry, if you're thinking you just need to download an app to help track your subscriptions, then you probably have too many subscriptions. Next is a combination of sneaky and hidden fees you need to watch out for, especially when price shopping for your next trip, which is hotel and resort fees. Resort fees have become commonplace in the lodging industry and are rarely published as a part of the per-night room rate. This is some nifty marketing trickery in that most shoppers are not looking past the daily room rate, only to learn at the very end of the checkout process that a resort fee is added. And this could be a couple of $100s in some cases. In addition, many other fees may or may not be included in your room rate, such as parking, which can be a substantial expense if not included. Other services such as Wi-Fi and gym access, breakfast, and other amenities may all be included or cost extra, all which need to be considered in the total stay price, which is really what matters. So research that fine print, because sometimes a hotel that appears the cheapest ends up the most expensive overall. Now let's get to those bonuses and the one that got me good. The first has to do with rental car insurance and is less about hidden fees and more about taking advantage of the uneducated traveler. The fact is that many people already have coverage through their personal auto insurance or credit card, so check on this beforehand, as you literally may be wasting money when purchasing rental car insurance. An added tip: never fall for the prepaid fuel option. You're basically buying a full tank of gas, so unless you're a master at predicting you'll return the car completely empty, take a moment and just top off those couple of gallons before returning the car. The next bonus is regarding delivery service fees, and this includes minimum order fees, a perfect tool for encouraging you to buy more stuff, practically standard with food and grocery delivery. Fuel surcharges, which can show up out of nowhere, are yet another creative way to pass fees on to customers. Convenience fees, because I don't know, it's easier on you, so you should pay extra. And beware of included tips. If you miss this, you'll likely tip twice for a double whammy. Some advice: to avoid minimum order or shipping charges, build up an online shopping cart over time, and when you eventually surpass the minimum order level, then check out. And for all those other random fees, a rule of thumb: if you do the work yourself, you'll typically avoid these completely. So if you must order out, just go pick it up yourself. Finally is one I learned the hard way. I always assumed gift cards held their full value indefinitely, but some gift cards degrade through inactivity fees if not used for long periods, and may eventually even expire. The good news is that gift cards were eventually regulated by the federal government, such that inactivity fees can't start for 12 months, but they still exist. So if you're a gift card hoarder like me, it's easy to lose track, so be sure to read the fine print to know if you're at risk. Typically, these are mostly associated with bank-issued gift cards, such as Visa or MasterCard, while popular retailers, such as Starbucks and Amazon, no longer charge these fees. Just be aware. Back in the day, I lost half of a gift card's value from this very thing. So I must admit that I've experienced most of these, but over time, I learned what to look for and have tried to master the art of reading the fine print. But that said, businesses will continue to get creative at sneaking in a little fee here and a little fee there without us realizing it. And once we're on to them, they'll change it up again. So, what about you? Have you ever fallen victim to hidden charges that you know of? Have you been stuck paying fees after it was too late to turn back? Are there other sneaky tactics you've come across that cost you extra? Let me know in the comments to help others avoid these as well. And with that, I really hope this video helped you find a few money-saving opportunities to look out for. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to share this video with others that might also find it helpful. And if you dug this video, check out my video on some of the top overlooked company perks here, or this video that YouTube handpicked just for you. And remember, it's not how much you save, it's how early you start. This is AJ, your ace in the hole. See ya!